Good evening, Internet. My name is Michael, and I'm here to review some stuff for you. Tonight we're going to take a look into the weird, odd world of Japanese horror movies with Tomie. Now, if you've never seen this movie before, let me read the back so you can get a general idea. A police investigation into the murder of a high school student named Tomie uncovers a series of mysterious deaths of girls with the same name going back to the 1860s. Detective Harada tracks down a classmate of Tomie named Tsukiko, an art student who is being treated for amnesia. She has no memory of the 3-month period around Tomie's death, and she's starting to think the cause could be supernatural. Meanwhile, Tsukiko's new neighbor, her former high school teacher Tanabe Yamato, is rearing a peculiar baby-like creature. Over the span of only a few weeks, it grows into a beautiful teenage girl answering to the name of Tomie. Tomie will not die. So yeah, that's actually not too bad of a description teaser for the plot of this movie. This is a very, very weird movie. It's really creepy, and the plot's just kind of very, very out there. Especially the monster Tomie. The movie begins with there's this guy with an eye patch wandering around the town, and he has a plastic bag, which, as you can see from the DVD cover, there's an eye in it. It's actually a head. He has a decapitated head in a bag, and it's alive. And he rents an apartment. And at the same time, the main character that isn't Tomie, Tsukiko, she is coming home to her apartment, which is the apartment above the one the crazy guy with the eye patch has. And she just is going about her life, living her life as an art student during her vacation period, and she thinks she had an accident several years, like 3 years ago, which turns out actually was this whole thing with Tomie, and she's getting hypnotherapy to try to remember it. And at the same time, there is the detective character who has been investigating, and he's the main plot thing to explain basically what Tomie is. He's trying to figure out what's going on with this Tomie character. She shows up at a high school. People go crazy around her, and eventually they'll like commit suicide and stuff, and eventually someone kills her, dismembers her, and then she just regenerates from one of the body parts later on. Which is what happens with the guy with the head in the plastic bag. It turns into like a baby that he keeps in a basket, then it turns into a little girl, and eventually it turns into full-grown Tomie. And she's some sort of demon thing. They don't ever explicitly say what she is, but pretty much she's some kind of demon creature. And she basically manipulates people. She gets men like go crazy for her, and they kill each other for her, and eventually someone will snap and kill her, and then dismember her. The dismemberment thing is really prevalent. Not so much in this Tomie movie, but there are several sequels, and pretty much in every sequel, she gets dismembered. One, they even like burn her up in ashes, and it doesn't really matter because she just comes back. Not going to do a series about the sequels. I don't have any of them, but we might eventually get to them. Anyway, this movie pretty much just follows the day-to-day life of the Tsukiko character, and Tomie slowly like infiltrating and killing off her friends. Tomie actually never directly kills anybody. She just convinces other people to kill people for her, because she's very manipulative and crazy and a demon, like a succubus or something. They never really explain what the hell she is, but it works for this movie. The detective character that's following her around, he has a very weird motivation in this movie. He's not trying to stop her, he just wants to see her. And anyway, long story short, this is a good movie. It is really, really frickin' weird. The Tomie monster, succubus, whatever she is, she's very unique. I've never really seen any other monster movie with something quite like her. And then the ending is also really, really weird, but it kind of leaves your head scratching, but it's mostly understandable. Anyway, I give this movie a 5, and I do highly recommend you watch it. It has a fairly good creepy atmosphere, and just the what the hellness of it makes it worthwhile. So anyway, that's all I have for this time, and stay tuned for next time when we'll review something else.